Today, we'll be making this very elegant card. It is called a 3D paper structure card. This is an amazing card. It takes a lot of time and patience to do, but it is worth it. In this video, I'll show you how to make this card using very durable materials. Here are the materials needed. You can pause the video at this time if you want to and ensure that you have all the materials before we begin. So let's start. So first off, take a mat and using water if your knife needs more sharpening. Sharpen your craft knife using a file. Remember, this is a file, so you always try to pass the blade opposite the grains of the file. So if the grains of the file is running downwards, you pass the blade upwards on the file. Then you turn the file over where the file grains are running downwards, and also turn the blade on the opposite side and pass the blade downwards in order to sharpen the other side of the blade, trying to put water on the blade if possible. So let's do that now. After the blade is sharp, remove the water, file and mat. Get a silver board cut at 11 inches in length and 8.5 inches in width, and place a silver board on top a cutting mat. Now, this silver board was made by cutting a wide bristle board at 11 inches in length and 8.5 inches in width, and sticking 2 silver paper cut at the same length and width as the wide bristle board, that is 11 inches in length and 8.5 inches in width on either side of the wide bristle board, and then allowing such to dry completely. After the silver papers and board are dry to become one, print out. The 3D design should be 9.25 inches in length and 8.5 inches in width. I'll leave a picture of the 3D design in the description below. And place it, the 3D design, on top the silver board or hard silver paper. Make sure the paper with the 3D design line up equally with a hard silver paper. If you want, you can stick the 3D design paper on the silver paper using 4 pieces of small tape as shown. That will prevent the paper from moving on the silver border. But if you can't prevent the paper from moving, you do not have to do that, although putting the tape is the safest method. After lining up the 3D design with the silver hard paper, get a small ruler. I used a protractor in this video. However, any small ruler will do. Hold the 3D design paper firmly on the silver border and trace out all the vertical lines of the 3D design using the back of the knife. Try not to move the paper while tracing out the vertical lines. If you want to, you can use a long ruler to trace all the vertical lines all at once as shown. However, you can take your time and use a small ruler. Please ensure that you get all of the vertical lines. All the lines are important for this design to work perfectly. This is the way the design should look so far on the silver paper. After tracing all of the vertical lines, turn the entire mat on the side as shown. And after ensuring the 3D paper is lined up well with the silver board, using the sharp side of the knife, mark on all of the once horizontal lines as shown. You don't have to press hard on the knife. You just want those horizontal lines to appear a bit deeper on a silver board. Again, if you want, you can use a long ruler as shown. Many like the small ruler though. Mark out all of the horizontal lines. You see how much deeper the lines will appear on the silver paper? After the lines of the 3D design are all traced out, remove the 3D design and use the back side of the knife, trace over all of the vertical, short lines you can see so clearly. Please don't press hard on the knife, okay? After that is done, using the sharp side of the knife, cut through the silver border on all of the once horizontal lines. You don't have to press very hard on the knife. Just pass the knife on the long lines multiple times until the knife cuts through the border. After cutting on the long lines, this is the part that remains. Now to fold on the lines to make the 3D shape. Looking at the second 3D design that you printed out, you will see that some vertical lines are dark and some vertical lines are light. Looking at the first row of patterns, make a mountain fold on all of the dark lines and a valley fold on the light lines. Try to do that while bending the paper as shown. Once you make a mountain fold on the dark lines, though, a valley fold should immediately appear on the other lines. Bend the paper while folding gradually, making the pattern to close like a book. Use a knife to help you reach the places your fingers cannot reach to bend the silver paper. After it closes in, crease the folds well. After forming the first row, go to the third row and do the same thing. Make a mountain fold on all of the dark lines and a valley fold on the light lines. Try to do that while bending the paper as shown. Again, bend the paper while folding gradually, making the pattern to close like a book. Use a knife to help you reach the places your finger cannot reach to bend the silver paper. After it closes in, crease the folds well. After forming that third row, go to the second row and do the same thing. Make a mountain fold on all of the dark lines and a valley fold on the light lines. Try to do that while bending the paper as shown. Don't be afraid to bend the paper to form a belly as shown. That will help to form the valley folds to the back of the card. Make sure the edge of the silver paper is straight and fold the silver paper. Crease the folds well. Using glue, stick on any of the silver paper that may have unstick from the white blister border. After the second row, go to the fourth row. Make a mountain fold on all of the dark lines and a valley fold on the light lines. Try to do that while bending the paper as shown. If any of the silver paper unstick, you can always stick it back using a glue. Crease all the panels and crease the card well. Examine the card to see if all of the folds are the way you wanted it to be one last time, making any needed adjustments if you need to. Stick on any of the silver paper that came out from the white blister border and trim off any hair strand, extra pieces of the silver paper or white blister border. Fold the card, place in a heavy book, and allow the card to take its new shape. After the card take its new shape, there you go. Your 3D paper structure card have been completed. I like this card so much, I made another one. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos.